Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. This is A Touch of Tarot, and I'm really happy to be back. I took a nice 4 days off, I believe, maybe three and a half. And I did so much revitalizing. I actually made a really great new friend, and she is 70 years old, and she is amazing and very lively and spunky. And we hung out for a lot of hours yesterday, and I got a lot of cleansing done with her and clearing. And I had a woman to speak to that's so much more knowledgeable about life. And this lady is very knowledgeable. In fact, I'll put her, when I get her documentary, because she has a documentary of herself, I'll add that link and I'll let you guys know. So let's get right into this message I'm here to deliver to you today. I wanted to ask about your person and your situation, and when your person's coming in. I got so many emails over the weekend, and I appreciate them all. I appreciate everyone that was willing to rebook and reschedule so I could have time away from the cards, literally. And I had some funny stories I'll tell you afterwards. But I know the energy has been high this weekend. So I've already pulled one card just to ask, what's the overall energy? And we got my favorite card, the first card I ever got from this deck. It is the Cosmic Joke card, and it's basically talking about how we know everything. But I'm going to read a bit about this card because this is to do with your person. And the Cosmic Joke and how it relates here is the only true joke is that this is all a trick and you know all the answers. And so your person, what I'm getting is basically making efforts to put the goose back in the bottle, even though it's come out. He said, how do I solve this problem? What do I do? And the solution is right in front of your person, but it's almost as though they have delayed doing the process or taking the process or the steps to just be happy with it, right? Instead, they're like, nope, the goose goes back in the bottle and I still have a problem. So what this says, the goose is out, but you will make every effort to put it back in the bottle, because otherwise you won't have any problems anymore. The human being only knows to live if he has problems. He is not capable of living without them. The human being lives enveloped in anxiety. To live without problems and without anxiety needs courage. Only if you let infinite silence penetrate your being will you be able to let that goose out of the bottle. Otherwise, perhaps for an instant, you will put it back in again. And that's exactly what I feel your person's doing. That's the energy I'm getting. So for many of you, it's almost like a repetitive, so hot. This happens. So I'm probably going to start sweating. This happens sometimes. So anyhow, so hot right now. Sorry, guys. So sorry, your person is in this loop. I'm getting almost like a hamster cycle, a hamster wheel that they just keep creating for themselves, but they are very able to get out and to even break free of the cage. Okay. So this is very unfortunate. And for many people that are going through this at this time, my first piece of advice, though we're going to get way more from the cards, is to just take a step back, okay, and just allow and give your person space. Can you allow them to do whatever it is they're doing and dealing with, and give them space? So really interesting, okay, guys. My question for this deck, which I already knew, is what will they be leaving? And I didn't say it out loud, but I already knew, and I already had that intention when I grabbed this deck for the purpose to ask what will they be leaving. We even actually have the transformation card right there at the bottom. But it looks like your person really is clearing out some baggage, and it's very it's tumultuous. I always say that word wrong, apologies, because I see the orphan card here. So this is bringing up memories for your person. There also could be children involved where this person feels like they're abandoning them. And what I'm also getting, because I know this from personal experience, like from people I read for, because we have the spouse card here. We have these legal matters. I'm not sure what the authority figures, but I'm looking at court cases here, or court here. But the spouse for some situations is actually like the child energy, right? In this case. So this is hurting and heartbreaking for your person to have to do. But it's something that they know it needs to be done, because you can only go on the hamster wheel for so long, right? So that's what they're going to be moving away from. And I wanted to make sure we got one card on that. And the rest, let's look into advice as to what's going on with your person. Now, if you have any questions, you can always email me. I mean, I was locked out yesterday at 6 a.m. for 3 hours. And I still answered someone's email. Oh, no, I didn't actually. I answered it right after because I didn't have a phone to get back in my place. I'm like, I'm sorry, I just got back in, but love this. Oh my gosh, this is such a beautiful energy for us to get here. Look at, we have the star. And I don't actually know the meaning of the starfish, I believe it's called, right? That's one starfish situation I don't know about. I know about a lot of fishes and I know about a lot of stars, but I don't know about the starfish. One thing I can definitely get from it is that it's magnetic. And there's something here pulling your person. I don't know if the starfish pulls energy to it, but I feel like there's something there pulling your person. It may actually be bringing up the fact that your person is being pulled to look into their heart chakra more, okay? And I do feel that type of energy here. And let's see what else we're getting. I'm laughing here a little because now my nose is itching. I'm feeling hot. Yes, if you'd like to book with me, my schedule's back open. Some of you noticed it was closed down for the weekend. And WISIO's still offering 10%, which is great. So we have the hedonist here. I actually love this energy. I don't know if the hedonist is bad energy to people or the word comes off bad to people because I actually am not used to using this word. But as for this card, the positive energy says it inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty within themselves. To be honest, this we're asking about your person, but when I first saw this, I did feel this divine feminine energy. It could be that your person, oh, I got it. Get it? The magnetic pull. No, so that's the message, and that is the message. So I don't know if starfish actually pull magnetically, but you are a star divine feminine. And honestly, my viewers are 99% female, which means the numbers have gone up and the masculines. And though I'm doing more masculine personal readings, very interesting as well about that. I'll talk about that next week. You're pulling your person. So just keep doing what you're doing. And guys, I keep on getting these messages. Just stay away from the phone for now. Don't call, don't contact. And it's not a game or anything like that. I do feel that your person is really dealing with some deep rooted, because some of your people, they actually have been abandoned, let's just say, like a lot of us, right? One way or another. In fact, on studies I've done, it's almost like we're abandoned from the moment we come out of our mother's womb. So that's our first case of abandonment because we're pulled away, like out of our safe spot, right? So, but this obviously with the orphan energy is really deep seated or rooted past issues from childhood, okay? And this is also possibly something that they're worried about making someone else feel, and they don't want to do that, okay? But this energy coming up is beautiful, that there is this magnetic pull towards loving energy, towards enjoying life, towards being creative and expressing yourself and expressing your truth. So you keep doing you, okay, divine feminines? So how is your person feeling right now when it comes to this love situation? So we go back to the healing family issues. And that just tells me that right now your person is focused on healing the situations with the family. For some of them, they don't want to leave on bad terms, right? So I'm amenable. I know you guys, I know I have the word issues and these words pop in my head. And the last one I had, Rafarian, I got so much slack for that. But I'm hearing amenable. I believe that's when you get along. There's no more passion. It's the passion that fell on the floor there. It's not about passion. They're not staying for that. They're not staying, look, we have the deception. Like, honestly, what I get right now with that is you're only deceiving yourself if you're worried about that. That is not the case. That is not the situation. Your person has issues that they're dealing with. I feel like they're very consuming. I feel like your person wants these dealt with as soon as possible, but there's steps here. And I'm getting levels. And, and when it comes to this, authority and judges, there are levels. Like I don't know personally. You probably have to go find the lawyer or talk to the lawyer and discuss what we're going to be doing, who we're going to talk to, a judge or one of those negotiator people. So there's things that this person has to deal with. And I just keep on getting this vibe that they want this dealt with as soon as possible. Let's just see if I can get one tarot card to answer why do they want this done as soon as possible. I mean, of course, but there's another reason. There's something more is what I'm getting. Okay, my deck is in reverse. Okay, so turn this around. So I'm seeing the 8 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. I'm also seeing the 2 of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles popping out here. This person really wants out of this situation. It's just too much. It's too much on their mind. It's too much to deal with. They feel tied up. They want to be freed from it. I'm seeing these wrist chains. It's heartbreaking, but it's gone on too long is what I'm getting. Why? It's almost like with the 6 of Pentacles, it's just been kept on recirculating. Like it was just something like that. So it's just over and over again. This person just wants out of this situation. We have the Emperor and the Temperance card here. And look at the Emperor. It almost looks as though they're chained, right? What's hanging on to him there on his back there? It's actually some sort of an animal, but it's very dominating. That's what it looks like. They're holding them back. Like you're not going anywhere as soon as he tries to escape or leave or whatever he may be doing in the situation. Obviously with the 8 of Swords here. And what else I'm getting is your person is also in their head about the pain, the worry they're going to cause people. Okay. So maybe that may go back to the child, but I'm also getting of the group of people that they're around, whoever's in or under their umbrella. Ooh, that's deep, because now I'm seeing that like your person may be really taking care of a lot, not just, let's just say not just a spouse, if it's just a spouse, or not just the child. That money circulates. See, we got that message already. So there's something there where it takes care of quite a lot of people. And I mean, so what do we need to know advice-wise for this situation right now? What is the advice for whoever may hear this message and really connect with it? And I hope you're all doing well. I can't wait to share with you like these new things I've learned over the last few days. 4-day break can really do a lot. So what is the advice for this situation? And remember, I'm asking about your person. We have the family, friends, and guides. And in this case, I do feel like they need to speak to people that they can trust, first of all. I'm not picking up any evil energy right now. I'm not sure why, because it's always everything up and down, right? As above, so below. But I'm actually feeling like your person has some good family and some good friends around them, or some good people around them that they can connect with and speak about what their true feelings are, what they truly want, and get some advice, And I would feel that it's like being open to listening, because there must be people around this person that says, yeah, you have to do this. As much as there may be people that say, don't leave this situation, there's definitely going to be people. If someone came to me and said that they are unhappy and they have a true love, I would never suggest stay unless they said to me, I'm happy in my marriage. I don't want to leave, but I fell in love with someone else. If they said that to me, I would step right out and just be like, you know what, that's completely your choice, what you want to do. But if someone came to me, a friend, and said like, I hate my relationship, I don't want to be here, of course I'm going to tell them to go. I don't care if it's been 18 years or 19 years or 20 years. It's time to go. There's so much more out there, right? So I do feel like there's some encouraging energy here. And I'm also getting now that their guides are actually probably people that passed away. And, some of them could really use that enlightenment. Okay, so let's see what else we get here. I'm loving this reading, guys. I really am, actually. So yesterday when I was locked out of the house, and remember, I hadn't touched any tarot cards, and that was my whole thing. I'm like, I'm not even touching them. I had put them all away and everything. When I got locked out, I went to just search all the mailboxes because everyone that lives in this house was away at the cottage. So I went to the mailbox upstairs to check it out and see what's going on there. Maybe there's a spare key. Your mind wanders. And there was this deck for me that I didn't know about. I don't know how long it's been there. It was in the package. So I ended up being locked out, walking around, no phone, no nothing, but this tarot deck. And yeah, I pulled some card. Well, I pulled one card. The first one I got was start moving, get moving. So I started walking to try and find a way to get back in the house. It took a long time. So very interesting that we're getting these two cards because I happened to look up what is fire magic yesterday. So what I got about fire magic is just basically there's people out there that are able to, like, I don't know if they throw some gasoline or whatever they do and they make the fire move and go and do things. Some of you might want to start playing with fire. It's really interesting because in this card there's 4 candles lit, and there's cats all over this deck. I love it. The cat has put a candle out. I just need one clarification for that, guys, before I move forward with that, because I want to know who's doing the fire magic. What's the fire magic about? Let's see. Very interesting. We have Wheel of Fortune. It's almost honest to God what I'm getting, because I'm telling you guys, go look into fire magic and go and see what you get with it, and maybe play with some candles, as in like just playing with the candles. I didn't get deep into the research I did, but to be honest, so there's, higher powers obviously here, and it's just, I'm not even going to get into that, but there's higher things are happening, okay? But I'm feeling right now with this message, with that one candle out, and I know, like, it's the twin flame energy or whatever you want to talk about it, but no, I'm picking up that, a flame is out. A flame is out, and there's higher reasons this is happening. We don't know. We don't know how this is going to turn out. This is about trust and trusting that things are happening for a reason. Now we have this Speak Your Mind card, and I love this card. And I actually looked up meanings of these cards yesterday because I wasn't going to touch any decks or anything. But since I had already pulled from this deck, and when I got back in my house, I sat here waiting for the lady to come and visit me. And I started just really reading into these cards. And I actually looked up the definition of Speak Your Mind. On Google. I don't know why. And we have it here. It's really cool because I was looking up these cards. And it was about being honest, being truthful, really being blunt, I believe it said, saying what you have to say, saying it clearly. But basically, it's about speaking without holding back and being honest and truthful about your true self. Now, these cards are so interesting because there's so many messages in them. And I see they have those two, these, do you know what these are, guys? I don't even remember what they're called. Dandelions, maybe, and they turn into wishes. I collected these over the pandemic. I'm maybe I'm going to want to make a wish one day. So they have the actual stem there, and they're speaking their mind. But it's really interesting because I see the wishes all blowing towards the female side. And I honestly feel there's so many messages here, guys. You may be dealing with a man who's older than you, maybe very wise, maybe knows themselves very well. It's true, no matter how erratic things may be, this is what I'm getting. They are, within themselves, they have so much power, this person. Whether or not they have confusion, because I do see that there's the black cat right beside them. And I love black cats, and I know so many of you have black cats. But I'm just saying the typical black cat scenario. I just feel they have shadows that they've overcome. This person looks very healing. And to be honest, for some of you, I'm almost feeling it's the feminine energy that's, sure, it's the creative energy and stuff, but it's almost that there's some sort of a calmness that needs to happen for you. To be honest, this is what I'm getting. Maybe your person has surrendered to the situation in some ways, though we already got the message that they continue to kind of repeat. But maybe your person is kind of surrendered and maybe knows that this will happen when it's meant to happen, when these wishes are, and I almost get that your person wants to make your wish come true. Like your person does want what you want, but right now there's no wishes going in your person's way. Like right now, your person is dealing with other things and they have to stay solid. They have to stay calm. They have to stay knowing that this will all work out no matter how dark it gets. And they have to trust in this Wheel of Fortune fire energy. So that's really, really interesting, guys. Let's get a message from your person or whatever we need right now. So we have the naughty fairy. If that's a message from your person, I already know, let's see, the Lady of Faith. I want to read the naughty fairy. Why do I want to read it? I'm not sure. And here comes my little naughty cat. Let's see. 37. And thank you for checking out my cat. I took down the cat merchandise, like full prices down. I think I make maybe like $2 to $5 on whatever you guys buy, but it's more for the fun of it because there's cats all over it and it's like I love cats, because I don't want to do I love tarot. For me personally, I don't like to announce that everywhere, but I love things like cats. Oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong book, guys. Yeah, let's go to this book. This is one of my favorite, Brian Ford. He did one with his wife Wendy. His cards are very, very, very in depth. So 37, and let's see what we're getting here. Oh, love it. So it's lighten up, mischief. Oh, guys, there's flies in here, and it pisses me off, but I can't stand my door being shut right now because it's too hot. So yeah, anyways, I'm at peace with them. Okay, now being naughty isn't being bad. Being naughty can be a wonderful release. So honestly, the obvious message here that I'm getting is that your person, it's like your person can't wait to see you. And I feel like they know that when they come back, it's going to be like a little bit of a surprise for you. I feel like for some of you, or for whoever this energy I'm picking up for, maybe things have been a little rough right now and maybe they've been distant. And if you just back off, guys, I'm telling you, there's something, I'm getting the energy, just focus on you. I got that energy. Stay away from the phone, stay away from the like, I'm getting Instagram, but you guys may know I do that. I stay away from Instagram. Okay. Facebook, I've already cut that off. And have faith, right? And you don't know, but this person will come directly to you and they're going to act like, I don't think they're going to act like nothing happened. Your person has very deep childhood wounds. And that's why they're going to come back and be like, hi, like, la, 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 like, kind of like nothing happened, because they've learned to kind of, I guess we could say, ignore certain emotions possibly. So when this person does come, there's some energy of that. And I mean, let's ask about that a little, because sometimes I'm sure you all wonder too, is that appropriate to just give into? Because what I'm getting is like your person will probably want to kind of avoid talking about things, It's just what I'm getting. And I don't get any bad energy here. I actually get very innocent energy, ground and center. So honestly, when it comes to advice for this, when your person comes back and they want to be a little bit like, just like act like nothing matters, they need to be grounded. Let's see, is this on your responsibility to bring that up? I mean, I'm seeing this card here, the listening to the wisdom. So follow your instincts. I really don't feel like it's a bad situation. And we have meditation for creativity. And what else? Meditation for peace and serenity. But I feel like that one was just on the bottom. what I get with this is you probably want to inspire your person a bit when they come back and maybe focus on, and I never say don't be intimate with your person. It's just that there's so much changing right now in Leo season, guys. I don't know if you noticed last week, like I took down so many videos or so many things was happening, and I was getting downloads and I didn't realize it. My energy was so crazy. Um, and I know things are really changing for some reason this season because I felt like I could do anything, but it was not good. It was like just calm down, but I couldn't. So it was really crazy, right? So you may want to help this person express themselves creatively when they come back. But I'm just getting this one energy for you guys for advice because I was asking, like, should you just jump into bed and be all excited? And of course, I'm sure we would all want to just do that, and maybe you will do that. But I think first, make sure you just have this little bit of like centered, open conversation with them. Just check where they're at, because just jumping into things, speak clearly too, right? Speak clearly. When your person does come back, make sure you're clear in a positive way. You don't need to focus on the bad things that happen, but just be clear and honest about what you want, and make sure what you want isn't putting someone else in a position where they have to like lose part of themselves, right? It's true. Like the people we're dealing with, the masculines we're dealing with, very special creatures, I guess we could say, right? Like, Dad, what's going on here? Oh, interesting. That's interesting because then the deception would be in reverse. And I was saying, I feel like you guys are deceiving yourself. So, you're getting out of that. Like, don't deceive yourself. That's interesting. Okay. So we have my favorite. But we have the chemistry card here. And I actually want to, it's not that I want to, like, obviously we know what chemistry means, but I want to feel it more. What is this? Like, what is our deepest chemical connection for our beloved? What is it? What is this about? Wow. Okay. So the first card I see, which is like honestly the best card, and this was actually covering it. I know there's separation for so many people right now, and it's something to do with wrapping up. Okay. It's friendship. So at this point, it's really important to be your person's best friend, and whether it's actually physically or energetically. I'm saying energetically, guys. Friendship has been coming up a lot. But I'm sure you understand that the basis of any relationship would be a friendship. Like, at least if the love relationship, you can say what you want about everything else, but you need to be friends and you need to have each other's back. And oh, I found this beautiful song, guys. I heard it on the radio like 2 days ago in the Uber. And I was like, what are these people saying? And I started listening to the song, and there's a man and a woman, the man speaking in Spanish, the woman speaking in English. And she says, like, one day you're going to come back. One day you're going to see everything I see. You're going to know everything I said was the real deal. You're going to know everything I know. And you're going to realize I'm more than just your lover. I'm your friend. So I'm going to put the link to that song below because it's so beautiful. It's just like, and it's such a good beat. Like, you'll be right into it. It's not even depressing, which is the better part. It's like an uplifting, sad song. So that's really cool. When we have this energy, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Can you let your person take the steps they need to take right now on their own? Can you let them find their way and just hold space for them? Because that's very important right now. And it's also very important for you internally, like, to just calm your nervous system down and just have faith. And I feel like your person knows as well, this will happen. So acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. I didn't even know that was on that card. So that's what's going on energetically right now. And to recap, I guess, be yourself, have that magnetic pull. I'm sure the starfish has so many different meanings, and you may want to look them up. I'm going to look them up, of course, because I have to learn my decks, right? You're going to have success in this if you can just keep a clean mind. And sorry, I know it's the fly. And a good way to keep a clean mind, if you ever feel like you're just kind of moving downwards energetically, maybe because you start thinking about this relationship and maybe your pride gets in the way, right? Like that could be a really big deal, is that the pride gets in the way. But so what are these cards all coming up? There's change, adversity, like what's right below the pride, peace. Okay, guys, like it really is something to do with our pride when we have that conversation with ourselves and we're like, oh, like why would he do that? Or he doesn't care about me because he did that. That's our pride getting in the way. Like the actions your person took or whatever, it's not you, but it is partly to do with what you think they're going to do. And that's a whole other topic, guys. I'm actually starting a channel for that, which I'm not going to be promoting on here, but there's a lot of channels on there to talk about that. Like you have to really have a clean mental diet, and that is actually the words that they use. So there's going to be change here, okay? Get ready for it. There's going to be success in this relationship, and the best way to keep your mind positive is to just look at what you do have right now. And also remember, acceptance is the key. Acceptance is the key. If you and your person are on a split right now, or if they said like, leave me alone, or I gotta go, or like, I'm busy, or whatever it is, accept it and just say, you know what, right now this person is doing what they have to do, whatever it is. You know, I accept that. I accept that I don't know. I accept that they're very busy. I accept that they cannot see me at this time. Also, then you correct, like, you know, keep on going and say, and I know it will happen. I have faith that we will have the right time. We will come together when we all have the time to come together at the right time. I can only repeat that so many times in so many ways. So guys, I'm going to start working on the 18 card spread monthlies, which is going to be great. So each month each sign will have 18 card spread. Then you can see what that's about and check it out on my website if you want a personal one. Otherwise, I'm getting so hot right now. I hope you're all well. I thank you so much for being here and for liking the video and all that stuff. Stay happy, you know, as in like just stay grateful. You don't have to, I'm pretty happy. But I mean, you don't have to be extra happy, but be grateful for what you do have and that you're alive, you know, and we know that there will be a new beginning and the passion is with you. Okay, guys, take a good look at that. Okay. And I mean, I should be reading everything, but I'm going to come back on here live another day. I just wanted to do this one for now. And I would love when I come back on live, we'll all chat about all I learned from this beautiful woman that I think I spent 8 hours with her yesterday. And I learned, she's 70 years old, and I learned so much. And she's so comfortable with herself and so like, just like any of us, you would never know, like, it's just bizarre because sometimes, you know, people think when there's people that are older, I don't know, it's like we don't treat them like us. And actually, she's just like me. So she's even a Gemini. So that was really cool. Anyhow, have a beautiful day, night, whatever it is where you are. I will start posting videos today. I would like to get them all done and maybe post them all at once. It will be a replica of my 18 card spread, but for the collective, I do recommend personal, and they're not expensive. I think they're they're very short, but they're very detailed. You'll see. Okay, guys. Thank you, everyone. I hope you're doing really well. I was noticing a lot of my viewers or people I'm doing readings for are looking great lately. It's like there's a new energy coming over them. And I really do honestly feel that has something to do, like I'm growing, you're growing. If you're on here, you're growing. It just is what it is because I'm literally physically studying and growing and learning. And I've learned so much over the last few days, just taking a break from work. But the cards wouldn't leave me. The cards were by my side when I was locked out. That was what I was thinking. I'm like, there's no one I can call. I don't know anyone's number to make a collect call. I was calling collect calls. Everything was wrong. No operator to speak to. Like the only other hope was to go to the police and ask them to call a locksmith. But then guess what? There's someone in my neighborhood that irritates me. He's not watching. I know. Well, no. Anyhow, he irritates me. He ended up saving the day. He ended up driving by like he always does. And oh, thank you so much, Harmony. He ended up driving by like he always does. I'm always seeing him everywhere. And I needed his help. And I knew there was a lesson in that. That's not why I got locked out. I got locked out because I wasn't meant to go where I was going, and it wasn't a bad spot. It was far away, and I guess I wasn't meant to drive that at that time. That's what I'm assuming. The driving part was probably where the danger was. So anyhow, but he drove by, and I was like, like, oh my gosh, like, I'm like, whoa, I'm like, I'm locked out. And he was the one who was able to get in and break in my place and find the secret way in and open the door. So my opinion changed right there about that. Like, I'm so happy I was always nice to him, no matter how irritated I was. There was no reason to be rude to him, but like the old me would have been like, okay, leave me alone, and ruin that situation, that friendship or whatever it is, acquaintanceship. Like, leave me alone, you're annoying or whatever. And no, like, I just let him be himself because I knew he had a good heart, but it was very irritating for so long. And now I'll never complain about him. I realized, miracles come in all different people. That's when they talk about us. We might not want to talk to someone and there's so much knowledge they have to share with us and teach us. So anyhow, that's just the story of the day. Bye for now, guys. Thank you so much, Harmony. That's so grateful. I'm so grateful. That's so generous of you. I'm so hot, guys. Goodbye for now. Thank you so much.